Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking a look at a company you probably interact with all the time, but honestly, you're likely only seeing a tiny fraction of it. I mean, we all know that super recognizable store, right? The one with the little smile on the cardboard box. But today, we're going to look way beneath the surface of that storefront. We're going to completely demystify how Amazon has systematically built the very infrastructure of the modern world. Okay, let's dive into this mission statement straight from the CEO. Now, most people read this and they just stop right after fastest delivery, but look closely at the very end of that statement, the best technology infrastructure. That right there, that is the real secret hiding in plain sight. Because Amazon isn't just selling you stuff, they're actually building the technological pipes, the roads, and the warehouses that the rest of the entire world relies on. So here's our roadmap for this explainer. We're going to start with the 3 business pillars, look at the e-commerce engine, and then dive deep into the cloud giant AWS. From there, we'll hit digital media and devices, emerging tech and healthcare, and finally wrap up with how it all ties together into the integrated Amazon ecosystem. All right, let's start with section 1, the 3 business pillars, the foundation of the empire. This really establishes the core structural framework of the company, right, based on their official corporate overview documents. You know, Amazon has evolved so far beyond its origins as just a humble online bookstore. Today, the entire empire is actually supported by 3 distinct, absolutely massive technology pillars. We've got their e-commerce retail and marketplace, their cloud computing and enterprise tech, and their digital services, devices, and emerging technologies. Basically, if you take away any of these 3, the whole empire just looks completely different. Moving right along to section 2, the e-commerce engine more than just a store. Here, we're starting with the absolute tip of the iceberg, the part of Amazon every single one of us interacts with on a daily basis. Now, what's really interesting about this is that critical distinction between direct retail and the marketplace. It is so easy to think Amazon is just this giant warehouse selling you their own items directly, right? But honestly, that's only half the story. The Amazon Marketplace is where third-party businesses, we're talking everyone from tiny startups to massive global brands, sell directly to you using Amazon's platform. Amazon provides all that customer traffic, and in return, they earn money through commissions, seller services, and logistics fees. In fact, these third-party sellers now account for a massive share of the total items sold. So you might be wondering, how exactly do they support this massive army of third-party sellers? Well, they do it through an absolutely unparalleled global logistics network and a booming digital advertising business. If you're a seller, you can just use Fulfillment by Amazon, or FBA. You literally just send your inventory to them, and they store it, pack it, ship it, and even handle all the customer returns. And to actually pull that off, Amazon Logistics operates everything from giant fulfillment centers to their own cargo aircraft and local delivery vans, all of it optimized by AI that, let's be real, probably knows you need paper towels before you even do. Oh, and if sellers want to stand out in all that traffic, they use Amazon's advertising services to push their sponsored products right to the top of your search results. And holding this entire e-commerce engine together, that would be Amazon Prime. Prime really acts as the glue here. It's honestly a masterclass in behavioral economics. By bundling incredibly fast delivery with streaming video, music, and exclusive deals, Amazon seamlessly converts a casual, maybe occasional shopper into a highly loyal, recurring subscriber. Once you pay that annual membership fee, your default shopping destination is totally locked in. All right, now let's plunge deep below the surface to section 3, the cloud giant, AWS, the invisible engine. We're officially leaving the retail side behind to look at Amazon's massive enterprise side. AWS, which stands for Amazon Web Services, is this totally invisible infrastructure that quite literally powers the modern internet. Basically, it's a global cloud platform providing computing power, storage, and databases. So whether it's a nimble little startup, a Fortune 500 enterprise, or even a government agency, they aren't buying their own physical servers anymore. No way. They are renting that power directly from Amazon. Millions of websites, mobile apps, and streaming services that you use every single day run entirely on AWS. When you actually break down their core cloud services, the sheer breadth of it is just staggering. We're talking about virtual computing power through EC2, massive long-term data storage through Amazon S3 and Glacier, incredibly fast databases like DynamoDB, and bank-grade security and encryption. This isn't just an IT product, folks. It is the fundamental utility grid for the digital age, much like the electrical grid was for the industrial age. So, the crucial point is, this is the ultimate twist. Despite all those cardboard boxes sitting on your porch,
Cloud computing, AWS, is actually Amazon's most profitable business. It is the true financial engine of the entire company, generating the massive capital required to fund literally all their other ventures.
Which brings us right to Section 4, digital media and devices surrounding your daily life. Let's explore how Amazon captures our attention when we aren't actively shopping or building enterprise software. Just think about your daily entertainment diet for a second. Amazon owns a piece of almost every single form of digital media consumption out there. They completely transformed reading with the Kindle ecosystem and Audible. They capture your evening viewing with Prime Video, which has massive original shows and live sports. They're in your ears with Amazon Music and podcasts. And for the gaming generation, they own Twitch, the undisputed leader in live game streaming and esports. It is just a massive, comprehensive entertainment portfolio. But here's the thing, they don't just provide the content, they provide the physical hardware it lives on, embedding their services directly into our physical living spaces. You've got Alexa and Echo's smart speakers handling voice automation, Fire TV sticks and tablets connect you directly to their digital ecosystem, and when it comes to home security, they've completely captured the market with Ring video doorbells and Blink surveillance cameras. They literally surround your daily life. Next up is Section 5, emerging tech and healthcare, building the future. Because Amazon never stops expanding, they are constantly placing massive bets on future industries. Amazon is actively taking its unmatched logistics and customer-centric approach to completely disrupt traditional, highly complex sectors. Take healthcare, for example. With Amazon Pharmacy for prescription delivery and their acquisition of One Medical, they are deeply entrenched in primary care and telehealth now. Meanwhile, Amazon Business brings their procurement magic to massive B2B enterprise purchasing for governments, schools, and hospitals. They're even sort of disrupting themselves with Buy with Prime, which allows independent websites to utilize Amazon's trusted checkout and fulfillment services. And to future-proof all of this, Amazon is at the absolute bleeding edge of innovation. They are heavily investing in generative AI for enterprises with things like Amazon Bedrock and Amazon Q. They're even designing their own custom AI chips named Trinium and Inferentia. Meanwhile, down on the warehouse floor, hundreds of thousands of robots are picking, sorting, and moving inventory right alongside computer vision systems. And they are backing it all with massive sustainability initiatives, pouring resources into renewable energy and massive fleets of electric delivery vans to heavily reduce their carbon footprint. Let's move to Section 6 and see how this builds. The integrated Amazon ecosystem, the strategic perspective. We've looked at essentially 25 different business units, so let's tie them all together. When you break down their official filings, it proves that Amazon isn't just throwing darts at a board and doing random things. Every single segment feeds into another, creating these highly synergistic, recurring revenue streams. The marketplace drives logistics fees and advertising. The retail dominance drives Prime subscriptions. Prime subscriptions drive digital media consumption. And underneath it all, AWS provides the massive capital and server power to keep the whole machine running smoothly. It's like a giant, perfectly calibrated puzzle. So, from a strategic, CEO-level perspective, this is what Amazon actually is. They are a fully integrated technology and infrastructure company. Their true competitive advantage isn't just low prices anymore. It's the seamless integration of all these diverse platforms. They serve the individual consumer buying a toothbrush, the developer building an app, and the government securing its data, all within the exact same global ecosystem. Which leaves us with this final provocative thought. When you look at everything we've uncovered in this explainer, from the marketplace in AWS to custom AI chips and healthcare, is Amazon really just a retailer anymore? Or have they systematically built the infrastructure of the modern world? The next time you see that familiar Smile logo on a cardboard box sitting on your porch, you just might look at it a whole lot differently. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive, and I hope this helped you see the massive engine hiding just out of view.